To reintroduce myself, I'm Tom, a fitness coach and personal trainer at Canterbury Christchurch University Sports Centre, and today's class is Get Started. Okay guys, so I'm just going to get us started with the music. So I'm going to put some music on for our warm-up. Okay. Cool, so what we're going to do to start is we're going to be walking on the spot to start, guys. Just going to put the camera on so I can see you all. Keep walking on the spot for me, guys. If anyone's got any questions at all throughout today's class, feel free to drop it in the message box and I'll do my best to get back to you. It's great to see so many people in the class at such an early time. Fantastic to see a lot of people participating, so well done, guys. Okay, we're going to start to bring our foot to our bum, flexing the knees now, getting the hamstrings nice and warm. Using those arms as well. We're now going to bring one knee up, pull it towards the chest, and then bring it down and alternate between sides. Knee up, pull towards the chest, and down. Knee up, pull towards the chest, and down. You'll find that's warming the upper body, the core, and also the quads in the front of the knee. Okay, we're going to now bring the knees nice and high. But let the arms flow freely. Bring that right up as high as you can, guys. That knee. Put our arms to our sides now. We're going to go back to walking on the spot. All we're going to do is small circles coming forwards. Make sure we're still walking as well. We're now going to bring those circles bigger. And then all the way round. Big circles now for me, guys. And then back to the side. And we're going to reverse. And bring the circles bigger. And then all the way round, guys, for me. Swing those arms across the body now. Okay, we're going to start to bring that pace up now, guys. So we're jogging on the spot very gently. Okay, when I say we're going to go into 5 side squats, so we're going to go into 5, one side, other side, and we're going to do 5 on each leg. Get the legs nice and warm. We're doing a few leg exercises today. So it should be 10 in total. Feel free, if you can't go all the way down, just make it a little movement. Like I say in other classes as well, reduce the range of motion, so reduce how low you're going in the movement, and it will make it easier. Back to jogging on the spot for me, guys, when you're done. So I can see you're all ready for the next one. That's good. Next, we're going to put our hands out in front, stick our bum out, squat down. We're just going to hold that squat position. Gently moving from side to side. I'll show you from the front. So we're in that position. Moving from side to side. If you struggle, only bring it down slightly. Okay, you don't have to go all the way down. Completely up to you. I know I can't squat very low because of my mobility. It's important to only take it to your flexibility and mobility level. And then back to jogging on the spot for me, guys. Okay, last one now, using those arms as well. What we're going to do is we're going to lunge back and then up. Feel free again, make it a smaller lunge. Don't have to bend the knee all the way down. We're going to do 5 on each side. And back to jogging on the spot for me, guys, when you've done that, so I can see you're all done. At the moment, it should be quite a gentle jog. When I say go, guys, I want you to bring the pace up. Okay? It can be a sprint if you like. Can be a faster run. It just needs to be a little bit faster than the pace you're doing at the moment. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. So bring that pace up. Use those arms, use those legs. We're going to do 10 seconds. Get that heart rate nice and up. Good. 3, 2, 1. And stop there. Well done, everyone. You grab yourselves a quick drink of water, and I'm going to use this time to explain what we're going to do today. So, for those of you that missed the introduction, we're going to do 2 body weight circuits, 4 exercises each. Each circuit is going to start with an upper body exercise. We're then going to do a core exercise. We're then going to do 2 leg exercises. The reason why I like to put a lot of emphasis on the legs, they're the biggest muscle in the body. They're the muscle group that's going to release the most testosterone, which is the hormone that promotes muscle development, okay? So it's the one that's going to get us the strongest, burn the most calories, because it's the largest muscle group, and it's important for everyday life. Things like balancing, things like walking, jogging, applies to everyday life. So, just going to demonstrate the first exercise for you. I'm going to use a few seconds at the start to demonstrate the exercise. We're then going to do the circuit, okay? So the first one we're going to do is going to be a Pike push-up position hold. I'm going to give you 2 ways of doing it. So you can either come up and hold this position here. If you can see, my shoulders are in line with my wrists, okay? Or you can do it on your knees and hold that position there. If you want to make this one a little bit easier, you can bring your feet out further. But try, if you can, to get those shoulders over those wrists and hold. If you struggle with that, there's always an alternative exercise you can do as well. So let's give that a go, guys. We're going to do 30 seconds of the Pike position hold. So if we can all get down onto our mats or onto the floor. And we're going to hold in 3, 2, 1. As I said, if you struggle, you can always hold a push-up position. You can always hold a plank. Completely up to you how you guys want to do it. Shoulders should be over wrists. This is a shoulder exercise. Probably on the harder exercise we're going to do today. Which is the reason why I put it first, when we've got the most energy. 5 seconds to go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Next, we're going to go onto our backs. I won't pause the music for this one because it's quite a simple one to explain. So we're going to come onto our backs, guys. We're going to do a leg raise. So our hands are going to come under our bum. We're going to raise the legs up off the floor, squeeze the abs at the top, and control the way down. So leg raises. Let's go, guys. 30 seconds. Control the way down. Bring those legs up. Control the way down. Don't worry if you're a little bit slow to start, guys. For those of you I can see, I'll start the timer when the last person starts. Let's do a little bit more work. Three, 2, 1. Well done, everyone. Fantastic job. Next one we're going to do, I'm going to pause the music for this one because it's a bit more difficult to explain. We've done it before in previous classes, okay, but for those of you that haven't done it, it's called a split squat. So we're going to need our stool, chair or bench that I mentioned in the introduction. Don't worry if you haven't got one, I will give you an alternative exercise as well. One foot is going to go onto the stool, chair or the bench, make sure it's stable. 1 foot out in front. It's a type of lunge. You want to keep your head up, chest up, shoulders back, core engaged. And then lunge down and then up. Okay, of course we're going to change sides on this one as well. If you struggle, you've always got the reverse lunge that we did in the warm-up, or you can even do a forward lunge. Completely up to you on this one. So we're going to do split squats. I'm going to do 30 seconds on each side in 3, 2, 1. This is good because it tests the balance. So one leg out in front, one leg on the stool, chair or bench. Go down. Control that way down for me, guys. Make it as hard as you can for yourselves. The main thing on a lot of movements is slowing them down and really feeling that muscle working, okay? I notice particularly with beginners, people have a tendency to rush the exercise. Our aim is to slow it down, make it as hard as possible. And we're going to change sides now, guys. Other foot on the stool, chair or bench. It's all about balance, stability, coordination and control, as well as strengthening the quadricep in the front of the leg. Also a good stretch for the hips in the back leg. Five seconds to go, everyone, all doing really well. 3, 2, 1. And when you're ready, the next one I'm going to explain. Won't need to pause the music for this one. Legs should be shoulder width apart, just outside shoulder width. Toes can be pointing outwards or pointing forwards, completely up to you. Head up, chest up, shoulders back. We're going to initiate the movement by sticking the bum out and then squatting down. Just like in the warm-up, we're going to hold that position at the bottom. So let's go, guys. Everyone squat down. Remember, if you really struggle, you don't have to go all the way down. You can hold it here, okay, as well. Completely up to you. Head up, make sure you keep the head up, chest up and shoulders back. We don't want to be arching forwards. Pull tight, squeeze the abs. We're doing really well, guys. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Stop that. Have a rest for me, guys. That is circuit number 1 complete. Grab yourselves a drink of water. Well done, everyone. So this time, we're going to do that circuit again, but I'm not going to explain the movements. If you guys have your camera on, if you want to stand side on for me, that way I can watch your technique, because if you're standing front on, I can't see how you're doing it. And I'll give you some constructive feedback as well if you need it on that. And those of you who don't have your cameras on, remember, it's just keeping your core tight through most of the movements. You don't want to be rounding your back in any movement that you do, apart from sit-ups. Okay, so we're going to do the next circuit in 3, 2, 1, and we're starting on the floor in that pike position, push-up position. Okay, so let's come onto our knees. We're going to come up, put our hands on the floor, and we're going to hold. So when we're ready, guys, let's go, and I'll start the time when the last person starts. Good, guys, well done, everyone. Make sure those shoulders are over those wrists. If it's easy, walk your feet in more. If it's hard, walk them out more. Push through the shoulders. Three, 2, 1. Well done, everyone. Then we're going onto our backs for the next one, so we're going into leg raises. Again, I'll start the timer when the last person starts. Hands under the bum. Raise the legs up. Control the way down. Squeeze the abs at the top. Control the lower down. Want to make it harder? Take your hands away from under your bum. Easier? You can always bend your knees on this one, or you can hold the position out straight. 3, 2, 1. The next one, we're coming up. A bit of cardio with the standing up. So everyone stand up for me, guys. Use your stool, your chair, or your bench. We're going to put one foot on the bench and we're going to go into the split squat. You've always got that option of the lunge as well. As I said, I'll start the timer when the last person starts on the camera, so I've got a rough idea of when everyone goes. So foot on, control the way down. Let's go for it. Let's go, guys. Control that way down. Push through the quad in the front leg. Good one you can do in your home routine, this one. If it's too easy for you, you can always add weight in between each hand. Make it harder. And we're going to change sides now, guys. We're lunging down and then up. 30 seconds on each side. Ten seconds to go, everyone. We're all doing really well. 3, 2, 1. And stop there for me, guys. Last exercise of the circuit. Core tight, feet shoulder width apart, head up, chest up, shoulders back. Stick the bum out, squat down, and hold. As I said, I'll start the time when everyone's down. Well done. Ella, good technique. Annette as well, very good technique. Try and keep those shoulder blades back as much as you can. Wendy, technique looks good as well, so well done. Head up though for me, guys, head up. Three, 2, 1, and stop there. Well done, everyone. Grab yourselves a drink of water. Legs should be a little bit shaky after that. Fantastic job. As I said, if you've got any questions at all, just drop them in the message box and I'll do my best to get back to you. So, next circuit, we're sticking with the same principle. Okay, so it's going to be an upper body exercise, followed by a core exercise, followed by 2 lower body exercises. In terms of the lower body exercise I've been doing, one exercise was quite targeted on the glutes and the hamstrings, so that was the split squat. One was targeting on the quads, which was the squat. We're going to do exactly the same thing with this circuit. So we're going to do one hamstring focused exercise, which is the muscle in the back of the leg, and one quadricep focused exercise, which is the muscle in the front of the leg. So first exercise we're going to do with the circuit, I'm just going to use a few seconds to demonstrate, is going to be an eccentric push-up. Hands should be shoulder width apart. If you look, my hands are directly under my shoulders, okay? You don't want to have your hands here because it makes it easier. So hands should be under your shoulders. All you're going to do is keep your core nice and tight. Control the way down, nice and slowly. Collapse and come up. If you want to, you can always do a press up, okay? You can always do a press up on your knees. I like to use the eccentric push-up because it replicates the press up movement with the core involved. It's a really good way to eventually learn to do an actual push-up as well. So we're going to do eccentric push-ups. So everyone down onto the floor for me, guys. In 3, 2, 1. We're doing 30 seconds. Okay. Three, 2, 1. Fantastic job, guys. Well done. Next exercise, I'm going to pause the music for everyone on their backs for me, though, guys. So it's another ab exercise. So laying on your backs. So next one we're going to do is going to be a Bentley V-Sits. So what that involves, laying on our backs, arms out in front, legs out, just like the leg raise. All we're going to do is bring our arms and our knees towards each other. It is a variation of the V-sit. This one, you've got bent knees. All you're doing is crunching up. If that's a struggle, if you can, try and hold this position here. Knees up, elbows up. So we're going to do Bentley V-Sits in 3, 2, 1. And again, it's 30 seconds of this one, guys. 3, 2, 1. And if we can all come up to our feet for the next one. So we're going on to the last couple of leg exercises of this circuit. So this one again is one that's going to test our balance. If you struggle, don't worry, I will give you a regression exercise. This is probably the most challenging exercise we're going to do today for balance. So we're standing on one leg. Knee should be slightly bent. Okay, it shouldn't be fully straight. The slight bend in the knee. One arm out in front of the body. The other leg should be pushed back as far as we can. All we're going to do is we're going to come down, bringing a hand towards the ground, extend that back leg backwards as much as you can, and then pull through. Okay? It's called a single leg, stiff leg deadlift. If that one's too challenging, another option is to do the double leg stiff leg deadlift, okay? So slight bend at the knee again, core tight, head up, chest up, shoulders back, stick the bum out, come down, and pull through. The only thing that's moving is the hips, okay? So you hinge at the hips, the legs shouldn't move. They're slightly bent and they stay in that position through the entire movement, okay? Give it a little play around, see if you can try. If you struggle with the single leg, go for the double leg, okay? Just give it a go and do your best, and I'll have a look of those of you that got your cameras on. So 3, 2, 1. We're going to do 30 seconds on each leg. So start on one leg, 30 seconds. Slight bend at the knee. One arm forward. Leg reach nice and far back. I know it's a confusing one to get the hang of. If you really struggle with your balance, always use a wall to help out as well. Well done, guys. I'm just having a look at your technique. It's fantastic. Annette, well done. Wendy, looking really confident. Same as you as well, Ella. So well done, guys. And change sides for me now. We're doing single leg stiff leg deadlifts on the other leg. Pull through. Really important to work on the balance component. Something that's often overlooked. People will strengthen the muscles. They won't work on their balance or mobility or flexibility. Important to work every component of fitness. 3, 2, 1. Well done, guys, for giving that a go. That was a fantastic effort, so well done. Next one we're going to do is going to be a forward lunge. All that's going to involve is us lunging forwards. So lunging forwards and then back. Forwards and then back. Okay. Other fitness coach Tom likes to say a 90-degree angle on each leg. So I'm going to start on one leg and then go to the other. So forward lunge in 3, 2, 1. Lunge forwards. Three, 2, 1, and change sides for me now, guys. If you were alternating, just carry on. Do a minute of work. So we've done quite a lot of unilateral work today, guys, okay? So that's a single-sided movement, working one side at a time. Really good for correcting muscle imbalances. If you find you've got one side stronger than the other, doing unilateral work, so single-sided movements, is really good for correcting that. So if you've got one quadricep or one leg stronger than the other, then doing this will help to strengthen that weaker leg. Okay, and stop there. Well done, guys. Grab yourselves a drink. Fantastic job. So, as I said, because we've done a lot of unilateral work today, we're not going to have time for another circuit. So, sometimes I like to finish off my classes with a challenge. What we're going to do today, guys, is we're going to do a wall sit. I'm just going to show you before we actually start, so don't start yet. Save your energy for the challenge. Feet should be shoulder width apart. We're going to use a wall for this. If you haven't got a wall, don't worry, I'll give you an alternative as well. We're going to squat down. Our knee, it's hard to show you, But your knees should be about 90 degrees. So you shouldn't be too high or you shouldn't be too low, okay? So knees about 90-degree angle, right angle. And all we're going to do is we're going to hold. If you haven't got a wall, feel free to just do, just like we did in the circuit, a pause squat. In terms of what we're going to do with this, is we're going to hold it as long as we can, okay? So it's going to be a hard challenge. I'm going to watch you guys, and when the last person drops out on the cameras, then I'm going to stop as well. I'm going to do my best to keep up. Okay, so just going to start the music. Everyone find a wall around you guys. So find a wall, or just do the normal squat. And we're going to squat down to a 90-degree angle, and we're going to hold. Ella's going to find this hard. I'd say a pause squat is a lot harder than a wall sit. Keep going, guys. Well done. You will feel over time that your legs start to shake. Mental challenge this, guys, okay? You will find that you can hold it a lot more than your legs say. Your legs will be saying to stop, but you can keep going if you really push through. Wendy looking really comfortable there. Looking like it's easy. Same with you, Annette, as well. Not struggling at all. And well done, Ella. Good squat position as well. Heads up, chest up, shoulder back. So we're 45 seconds in at the moment, guys. Normally people will hold a wall sit between 30 and 60 seconds. I want to see if we can push it a little bit further. Good if we could hit 2 minutes, a minute and a half. Fantastic, guys. And when you've finished, if you grab yourselves a drink, do some stretches of your own choice. So we're 1 minute 10. Good. Legs should be starting to burn. Well done, Annette. Fantastic. Good, Ella. Those of you still going, we're going to hold for another 30 seconds. Keep going. Those of you that have finished, as I said, do some personal stretches. Good job, guys. Well done. Fantastic. 15 seconds to go. Those that are still going. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Well done, everyone. And stop there. If you just finished, grab yourselves a quick drink of water. I'm going to take you guys through some stretches. So, I'm going to start off with our legs nice and straight. We're going to reach down to touch our toes, and we're going to hold. So, legs nice and straight, reach down to touch your toes. Just going to pause the music. So it's easy to explain the stretches. So as I said, legs nice and straight, reach down towards the toes. If you struggle with this one, feel free to just take it halfway. You don't have to go all the way down, okay? Completely up to you how low you go. Now we're going to come back up, hands on the hips. We're going to reach back to stretch out the abs and the lower back. And this time, we're going to do the opposite to what I said earlier. So I normally say not to round the lower back and keep the core tight. This time, for a stretch, we're going to round the lower back, okay? It's quite a good way to stretch the core and the lower back out by letting it round. So just let it round down. And then come back through, reach back again. If you watch me from the front, I'm going to put one arm above the head, reach to one side to stretch the sides. And then we're going to change sides. We're going to stand on one leg. You can use a wall if you need. Good test for balance as well. We're going to grab our foot, pull it towards our bum, knee pointing towards the ground, core nice and tight to stretch out the quads. Big muscle in the front of your legs. And we're going to change sides now, guys. Standing on the other leg, grab the foot, put it towards the bum. If you struggle with balance like me, feel free to use a wall. As I said, I'll wait around a couple of minutes after the session, so if anyone's got any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat box. Next one, feet nice and wide. Going to reach down in between the legs. Only go as low as you feel comfortable, guys, okay? And we're going to come up. Next one we'll use a wall for. If you haven't got a wall, I'll give you an alternative as well. Just show you on the wall first. Hand on the wall, fingertips facing away from us. And we're going to reach out away from the wall. If you haven't got one, you can do it in the air. Okay, so put the hand out. Just stretch away as much as you can. We're just going to hold that position there. Hopefully feel that stretch in the chest and the biceps. Worked a bit of the chest on the eccentric push-ups today. Want to make sure we stretch that out as well. And change sides for me, guys. Other hand on the wall. Reach away. Feel that stretch in the chest and the bicep. And stop there, guys. Well done. I'm going to finish the session there. Great to see everyone joining. I hope you enjoyed today's class. As I said, give us a message in the chat box if you need me to answer any questions for you. Make sure you guys tune into our other sessions. They can all be seen on the R-Parks website or on YouTube as well. So make sure you sign up. And thanks a lot, guys. I hope you've really enjoyed today's class. Tune into the rest of the classes this week. Thank you, Cecile.